Today's round is at Christmas Lakes Golf Course in Santa Claus, Indiana. Very festive. First hole, 342, very narrow drive, but if you hit it down the right-hand side, everything feeds back to the left. And I did hit it down the right, and it fed back to the left. So left me with 100 yards, 50-degree sand or pitching wedge or gap wedge. 100 yards and hit it really good. Had that putt for birdie and could not get it to drop. So somewhat disappointing par. This hole is 375, sharp dog leg left, and I sort of hit a pop-up to the left. And left me still on the wrong side of the dog leg, so I have to hit it under that tree and hopefully hook it a little bit to get it closer to the green, and I actually hit a pretty good shot. Hook it around and left me about a 30-yard chip, which I chipped to here. I did not get the chip recorded, and I did not get that putt recorded. It did come up short. So this is for a 5, bogey 5. And cannot get that to drop, so double bogey 6. So go to from even to 2 over. Third hole is 350 uphill. Definitely have to keep it right. And I have a 3-wood. And I do start it up the right side. Or I guess I started it middle and it drew toward the left. So I had about 140 yards uphill. I had a pretty good 9-iron, but just faded it a little bit to the right and left me about a 30-foot uphill putt for birdie. And lag it up there pretty good. So hopefully I can convert the short par putt. Which I do. So I stay at 2 over going on to the par 5, 540 yards. Definitely have to keep this ball to the right. Everything left is OB. And I hit that one down the middle. And I'm just going to lay up with the 5-wood. I still had about 240 yards. But hit one of my best 5-woods in a long time. Actually caught the left side where it slopes back to the right where that cart path was, and left me with about a 40-yard chip shot to the pin. Started a little left because I knew this green slopes a little bit to the right, and I got a pretty good roll back toward the pin, so I have this 4 or 5 footer for birdie. Pretty slick. It was downhill, and I knew I had to be pretty careful with this putter. It would go past quite a ways, and I hit a pretty good putt for birdie. So back to 1 over. This was a par 3, 145 yards, and I'm hitting an 8-iron. And I don't hit this very well. I hit it solid. I just overdrew it into the greenside bunker on the left. So I have about a 20-yard bunker shot, maybe 30-yard. It was pretty far. Hit it pretty good. Rolls out just a little bit, I believe, to the back fringe. So I have this for par. hit an okay putt, and it kind of scoots past, 2.5 feet. And I sort of rushed what I thought should have been a tap in, and yeah. So follow up a birdie with a double bogey, so back to 3 over. Another par 5, shorter par 5. I think this one's about 460. Hit a really good drive, and I've got my 5 wood again. Hit it pretty good. It just started down the middle, and then that fairway slopes to the right as you get closer to the green, and it did catch that little hill, and now I have an uphill chip about 20 yards. Can't see the pin, so it's a blind chip shot. I hit it pretty good. I couldn't see where it landed or where it ended up, but not bad. Just past the pin. So about 10 feet or so for a birdie. It looked like it was going right at the middle of the hole and just faded off. A lot of these greens have very subtle breaks that I just didn't account for, at least on that hole, and I think there's 1 or 2 others that are kind of the same. This is a par 4, I believe about 350, and I hit a really good drive right down the middle. I believe this is a pitching wedge, 50 degree, about 100 yards. And I hit it very good too, and have a nice look at birdie putt. And I think this may be another green where it looks like the putt is going in and then just fades off at the last moment. Yeah, not a bad putt, just didn't have the speed on that one. So another par, which is good. Stay at 3 over. This is about a 400-yard par 4, fairly straight, slight dogleg left. I think I hit one of my best drives as far as distance. It went just a little bit right off the right fairway, but I caught that little downhill enough to where I only had, I think about 125 in, but that rough was really pretty thick. Sort of gouged it out. The rake saved me from going in the sand. I was probably better off in the sand because this was downhill, but hit a really good chip. Thought it had a chance to go in there for a second, but considering what lie I had, I was fortunate to be able to get that good of a shot out of it. So I've got this for par. And a pretty good stroke from about 3.5, 4 feet. And hole number 9, par 3. I think it was playing 170, so I hit a little extra club because of the water. I think this was a 5-iron. Hit it pretty good just to the back edge. I'd rather be a little long. And hit a really good chip to just, I believe, just a couple feet and make this for par. So not bad, 39 if I make this, and pretty good for 9 holes. See you on the next one.